Hey y'all, so I have some inside work to do today. Um, I'm just gonna show you. I'll talk while I show you, okay? All right, so this is just this is the container I keep my seeds in. So that dill I planted, the seeds that I sowed, they never did come up, so I bought some. Listen to this. I went to buy dill seeds, okay? I went one morning before work, like, oh, I'll stop and get that right quick, and I got to do this. So I was doing a couple of things. I did not realize there were going to be like 5 different varieties of dill to choose from. So then I'm sitting there like, I don't know which ones to get. Well, obviously I decided on this one. And when I say varieties, I mean that was just within in one I'll say brand, but you know what I mean, seller, whatever, distributor, I don't know. So then you still had multiples from others as well. Anyway, I went with this one because this was 18 to 24 inches tall. Well, that's how tall it's supposed to be. And the others, well, I'll say like 5. I know for this one there might have been, were there 3 for this one? I don't know. I just remember there being 3 different heights. And one of them was like 18 or 12 to 18 or something. And the other was taller than this. So I just went with the one that was in the middle. So that's how I made that decision. I have my cilantro seeds. I'm not sure that I'll actually need these because I threw a bunch of seeds out in that back border last year and just kind of let it do whatever it wanted. So it should have reseeded pretty well. So we'll see, which now that I'm feeling this, there actually isn't much in here anyway. There's a few in here, I guess. But I'm really hoping or expecting that it reseeded itself, well enough that I'm not going to need to put plants out. But I decided I'll just go ahead and start some just in case. And then I have this tarragon, which I can't say I've ever actually used, but I tried to start some of this last year. I think it was last year. And I don't remember what happened. I don't remember if it did sprout and then just didn't make it, or if it never sprouted. Don't know. But I'm not going to show you that process. It's literally, it's going to be much of the same for a little while here, just sowing seeds and replanting stuff that I started really early. So I'm going to take one of those 6-packs and I'll do 2 sales of this, 2 sales of this, and 2 sales of this. And kind of the same thing I said with all the basil that I have and what else I got? The thyme. That I plan to just kind of spread these around. So I'll likely keep however many come up. I'll probably keep all or most of them. Again, that's unless, somebody wants them and reaches out about it. But I'll just be spreading them around the garden just to fill in space and then also just to have. So that's that. Well, let's go over to the plants. All right, so before we get to the part that I'm actually here to show you, I just wanted to show y'all these that are up here. It's the eucalyptus. Look at it. It's growing. I don't know that I've given you guys an update on any of this stuff for a little bit. Look at that. Sorry. I'm trying to show you next to my hand. It's like as tall as my hand. It's leaning, but yeah, whatever. They're all leaning like that. And then here's some of the thyme. And then the rest of the thyme is still under here with the other things. Now, let me erase this up so I can show you a little easier. That is much better. Okay, so we'll start over here with the small things. I put whatever little bit of Lysiantha seeds I had left in this. I don't know that those were even actually seeds that were in there, if it was just some chaff or something, I don't know. But whatever was in that little bitty bag, I went ahead and just dumped it in here. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's go across. Peppers, finally coming up. I've moved these around a little bit because this is broken. I just stuck it back in here before I started recording. But I moved this one back and I saw where that's actually sprouting, so I covered it back up because I was kind of thinking, they do take longer than the tomatoes. I hope that fan isn't blowing in the Let me turn it off. They take longer than the tomatoes, but I didn't know if they should be taking as long as they are taking. So, yeah. I moved that and I saw that it was coming up, so I just covered it back up. So we'll see. Hopefully the rest of these come up. Right now we have the Golden Marconis and the Cow Wonder, which is a yellow bell pepper. The celery. Look at the mint. The mint is finally doing something because, you know, it came up. It sprouted like really well. This particular variety, I don't remember which side was which because, you know, I had 2 different packs. Well, anyway, this one, it came up really well. And then it just kind of sat here. Like, all of them look like that. Like these little ones. Uh-oh. Oh, did I just break that? Okay, no, it just laid down. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they look like that for the longest, and they're finally putting on some growth. I don't even know when that happened. Here are the tomatoes. I think all of my tomatoes are up at this point, so I think we're good on that. Yeah, and then I have these 2 over here, which are the Cherokee Purple. It's just one of those, which is all I need. And then the chocolate sprinkle. I can't remember if this was chocolate sprinkle or if it was some other variety that was similar to chocolate sprinkle, but whatever that one was. The black cherry. It's black cherry, not chocolate sprinkle. Okay, but yeah, so that one, which I only need 1 or 2 of those, so we're good. I think there was another one in here. See over there? There was another one, but I topped it, so see all those tops back there. Onions. Alyssum. So this is the white. The purple sprouted, and I have this one decent sized one. It sprouted really well, like probably as well as the white or close. And then for some reason, they just didn't make it. I don't really know what happened there, but they just didn't survive. So I just a few days ago re-sowed this and put some more seeds in here. So that's why you see all these little ones coming up over here, because I just put some more seeds in here recently. So they're coming up now. I feel like there was something I was going to say over here. And I was trying to finish first, and now I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, okay. This is what happened. So one day last week, I came in here and these, what's that? That's my yellow brandy wine. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, not that one. They were flopped over, like they were dying, but the rest of them were fine. Don't you know, I picked this thing up and like the soil under the bottom had came out. So it was just like, it was just open in the bottom. So I've been bottom watering most of this stuff, you know, unless I had something with seeds in it that I was trying to keep moist. I've been bottom watering this stuff for the most part. And since the soil wasn't going all the way down, it wasn't getting the water. So it was just kind of drying out, I guess, with that. And then I guess maybe not having soil was probably affecting it too. But yeah, so I took some soil out of this. This is the deal that didn't do anything. I took some soil out of that and just stuck it up in the bottom of it. And it seems that we are okay now, which let me look back at that. We see, nah, don't see any roots coming out of it yet. So that's that. See all the basil, and I have used some of this, so I've just been kind of topping them as I need them. So you see like this one has branching. I took that off. I made some spaghetti sauce last week with some of the tomatoes that I had in the freezer. Same with this one. So I took some of these off. Some of them, like this, could use it, but I don't need that right now. Same with this one. And let's shift. Okay, we'll start back here since these are so pretty. And this is one that I really need to move. We'll get to that. This is the Gaillardia, and I think I have about 3 or 4 in each of these. I think that's how many I put in there initially. We have the Rudbeckia, which was from some seeds that I had saved. And they were like pretty old seeds. No, wait, I think I had some old seeds and I had a seed head that I just took out like a couple months ago. So that. And then here are the delphiniums. I got this one really big one right here. Look at that. It's not loving it. It's not loving it. Let's see what the roots look like. See that? It's got some roots. So I'm not really sure why it might be getting too much water. But, and I'll be able to control this a little better with what I'm about to do today, because right now I'm watering all this stuff together. And as you can see, this right here it looks like it doesn't want all that water that I'm giving it. But there's some stuff in here that needs the water. I've come in here and it was like flopped over and I was a little nervous. So I had to water a little more frequently. But once I get that stuff moved, I won't have to do that. Man, I smell this basil now that I touched it. We got some thyme in here. Is that all the time? I just had the 3 up here and 1 in here. I had like 2 or 3 in here. Okay, I guess I just have 1 in here. Oh, that's basil. Okay. Here are the stock. This is the stock. I'm trying to remember now what I did to try to identify the purple one. Oh, man. I don't remember, y'all. Here's a few more eucalyptus. Again, this is that smaller variety. Ow, this stuck me. This kale stuck me. But yeah, let's look at this now. So here are the brassicas. Wait, there's that one eucalyptus right there. There's another one over here. I got to get all this stuff out of here because it's shading too much stuff. And then the last batch of onions that I sowed. And then right here, we have the eucalyptus that finally decided to do something. Hey, there's one coming up. Huh, interesting. This one has another one coming up too. You got another one? Nope, still just you. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I wonder if the delphiniums are going to push any more out. I did decide that I'm going to sow some more of these. I decided if I'm going to put them in with these that I already have, or just go ahead and put them in a separate container. But anyway, so moving along, here are the brassicas. Let's get back to that. So this is the kale. Well, one of the kales right here, and that says kale. Okay. Wait, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. If I stop and think about it, it'll be fairly easy to figure out which is which, just because they don't all look the same. Like that's a lacinato. That's a dino kale. I can tell that. And this looks like, this is a Russian, so that's either the white or the red Russian. And that's the mix of that. And then I have, what's this one? This one broke too. Try not to pull any up. I think I did pull one out. That's okay. This is broccoli. And then we have, this is the purple cauliflower. Ugh. Okay, that was the kale I just showed you. It's a cabbage over there. So that's cabbage, which means that's the white cauliflower back there. Which one is this in? Is this a white or not? Okay, that's not a white. And I think I showed y'all that this white didn't put too much out. So I think looks like I had this one decent sized one and then a little one down there of the white, which means that has to be that's the green back there. Green. Read that. And that's really nice. That's so pretty. So there we have it. I don't know why I thought I had another container of cabbage. Maybe I just put a bunch in there. Or was I still thinking about succession sowing those, and that's why I didn't do more than one container of it. I don't know, but that's what's happening. So now here's the plan. I'm gonna basically do the same thing with these that I did with the stock, but See how I have so many of the stock in here in each bag? I'm probably only going to do, I'm thinking maybe 3 at the most. I'm just looking at the bag and I'm thinking I really want to just do 2, but I don't know that I want to take up that much space, because by the time I spread these out to have just 2 in a bag, it's going to be a lot. So I don't know. I think I'll do about 3, but I'm going to wrap them like this so I can take them out easily or separate them easily. And yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And I might not roll the bags down, or not down as far as I did these. So that way, even though they won't be super wide, they'll be about that wide maybe. By the time I divide this into thirds, something like that. Yeah, it'll be a nice little, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh man, just the surface area. It'll be a nice space, but I'll likely try to make it a little deeper to give them more room. So once those are ready, I think I'm gonna put them under this bottom one, because they are pretty tall. And then when I put them in these bags, and the bags aren't going to be down as low as this, they'll be, I don't know, whatever height. They'll probably be up to here at least. That's going to add some height as well. So I think they'll do well under this taller space. And I'll leave these where they are. And once that's done, I can kind of determine what I'm going to do as far as moving things around, because I also, let me back up, y'all. So depending on how I split those out, and I do think I'm going to do 3 in a bag, I'm not going to be able to fit all of them under this one light. So I will have to move some of this stuff probably, and that's fine. I can move, some of the eucalyptus. I might go ahead and start trimming on this thyme, and just so it can bush out, and also to just take some height off of it. And then I'll stick it down here under the light, where it can be a little closer. That eucalyptus too, because it's not standing straight up. It would be okay down here under the light without me having to have it angled terribly high. Because like normally how this is, like I just raised it up to show y'all, but this side was already up this high. And then I just had it where this side was down lower. So it was like, so it had like a nice slant going down. Not that far down, but you get the idea. So I'll move probably all of the brassicas under the lights on the shelves. Might end up having to take all of this out and put it under the big light, so that I can put them under this light as well, on this shelf as well. And then the Gaillardia. So I was going to say I might put the Gaillardia on that top shelf, but actually, once I move all this stuff out, well, I might need the space, because if I'm going to take the stuff off of that shelf and put it under here to make room for these on that shelf, it might actually take up whatever free space I have in here. So I was thinking that when I separate this Gaillardia, because I think I'm going to do that today too. Did I show y'all the roots on these? Yeah, okay. The roots are good on those. So when I separate those right now, I might go ahead and put them on that top shelf. We'll see about that. That's just kind of in the air. And I don't think there's anything else that I want to split right now. I don't think so. Not at this exact moment. So I'm not gonna bother showing y'all that. And really, I didn't intend to talk this long. I'm sorry. Well, sorry, not sorry. I did not intend to talk this long. But anyway, this is where we are. I will show you when it's all done. Yeah, I doubt anything's gonna change from what I just said. So, or how I said I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I'll just show you when it's done, and if anything did change, I will let you know then. All right. Okay, wait. So I don't know if I don't think I said this. Well, I mentioned earlier about this. I was talking about the delphiniums not liking all the water, but I had to give more water because something was like just drooping. I don't think I said that it was this stuff, like the kale and stuff, like when it would get like really light because I was letting stuff kind of dry out so that it wouldn't, you know, it wasn't getting more water than it needed, or also trying to keep down fungus gnats. Did I show y'all that I had put this up here? I'll talk about that right quick too. But yeah, so these are the reason that I had to start upping my water in here. So again, about to get those moved out of here. So hopefully that will help with the water situation for the rest of the stuff that's in here, which kind of makes sense because these are very leafy. They're big, and it's a bunch of them in each container. So of course they want more water. Makes sense. So yeah, which I guess I could have just watered inside them instead of bottom watering them. But even with that, the way they're in here, that could quickly get messy. And this is a carpeted floor in here. So it's just a lot easier to just bottom water. And I might kind of hold the tray up or stick something under to try to keep more of the water on that end. But once I get these out of here, that won't be an issue. Now, did I tell y'all about me putting this in here? Hold on. Okay, so this is like that Zevo thing. Have y'all seen those ads for that? So it's the bug trap thing. So this is like that, but this was the Target version. And I was able to get this from Target. I don't know, it was a number of months ago. It was sometime last year. I got it, and I might have had like I don't know if I had some kind of rewards or something with them, but they had a coupon, and I think I ended up getting this thing for like half price or something like that. Anyway, I brought this in here because of the gnats. Look at it. Hold on, wait. Okay, I had to flip the phone over. So yeah, look at that. Those gnats. You can't see the ones on the back. But yeah, this thing is covered. I will say though, since I put this in here, I have not seen as many flying around. Like it was getting to be where I was like, uh-oh, I'm gonna have to get some little like sticky things or something to stick in here. But that really did the trick. And I wondered if it would. I mean, I bought this for my kitchen because I would get like fruit flies and stuff. And I actually haven't used it for like the last couple months. It was off in one of my closets. And I was like, well, I'll grab that. And I knew I had a replacement thing for it. So I put it in here and it is working quite well. I am very pleased. Okay, now I'll be back when everything's done. Cutting in again right quick. I just wanted to show y'all the roots on this. This is one of those kale pots. The one that I said had the dino kale in it. It's the first one that I've pulled out. So I just want you to see. It look really good. Whew, y'all. This was a feat. Oh my goodness. There were so many. There are so many. And I ran out of paper. So those two bags back there, they're directly in the bags. Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot. And then because they were in those smaller containers and they were just kind of leaning and whatnot, a lot of them are growing like this. Oops. A lot of them are growing like this. So they're curved. So they're going to be laying over. Also, I broke a bunch of leaves. I broke an entire plant off putting this over here on the shelf. I think it was in this one. I thought it was in that one. I don't know. It was in one of them, though, because it was laying over here on the floor. But, yeah. So, a bunch of them are curved like that. They may or may not straighten up completely in here. And, I mean, it's fine with me if they don't. I'll straighten them up when I actually plant them outside. Ideally, I would have them where I could straighten them up in here, but because I did put so many together, I couldn't really do that. But yeah, oh my goodness, it's done. I did not do the Gaillardia, so that is just gonna have to wait for another day because I just really don't feel like dealing with it. Oh, and here are the seeds that I started. Yeah, that is it. Got these under this light. I didn't move anything up there, and because they are laying over like that, they are okay. Yeah, they're fine. These actually might be too far away from the light since they aren't standing straight up. So I might turn a tray over and sit it underneath here just to lift them up a little bit more. I mean, it's not going to lift them up far, actually. I have to think about that, what I want to do, if I want to move them elsewhere or leave them. Yeah, anyway, I'll figure something out. But thankfully that is done because I am hungry. I need to go eat. And I didn't want to have to clean my hands and clean my nails and stuff and then come back and get dirty again. All right, that's it. See you next time.